What am I drinking, you ask? It's Big Red. You don't know what Big Red is? Big Red is the breakfast of champions. That aliens of space-time travel the transcend of stars in the sky and the fucking ocean, and the way that the sun hits the moon reflects upon the stars of the sky that just beams down into our mind brains that just fucking just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Seds here, and today I'm doing an anime review on God's Tower. Nope. Tower of God. The intro's so catchy. Oh man, I don't know how many times I've heard that intro. I can't help but to play bop. It's like I can't. It's so catchy, and then, like, the whole song is catchy. But this is not a review on the song, or the band, or the singers. This is a review on an anime. So enough about the song. So basically, this anime is about this guy who was trapped in this cave and was kind of saved by this girl. And then this girl just one day decides, you know what, deuces, like, I'm fucking gonna dip out and we're never gonna see each other again. And then she goes through this crazy mysterious door, and then boom, like, that's basically what this anime is about. And then he goes through the door too because he wants to figure out where she is. So with that being said, let's just go kick it over to my thoughts. So this anime, I'm not gonna lie, I read the comments. I mean, I try to not do that when I watch anime, especially animes I don't know much about. I try not to read the comments of it. I try not to, like, you know, watch any trailers, because sometimes trailers spoil or mislead. Because sometimes it's not the anime's fault, right? Sometimes it's like the trailer you watch, so you expect. So anyways, long story short, I did all of the above, so I had a pretty jaded opinion already going into this anime that I don't really know much about, nor have I seen. So I wasn't super thrilled, and, you know, it finally finished. Last episode's done, so I'm like, you know what, I literally have nothing to watch. Let's watch it, right? I mean, worst case scenario, I just have wasted all of my time. So you know, I decided to hit it up. And you know, the start of it was kind of like, okay, like, I see you. And honestly, man, I'm not gonna lie, it's I don't know what happened, but it picks up, and you just become so engrossed, like, you just become so into it. Well, that's just me. I got so into it, I fucking binge watched it all. Like, literally, like, I started watching it, and then all of the comments, all of everything just kind of just faded away, and I'm just like, I'm just watching it, and honestly, it was really good. I never really thought it, like, I never thought it was gonna be this good. So, cause, like, a lot of things I read is like simp and just blah blah blah, and it's just like, it's much more than that. Like, if everybody thinks it's just some guy blindly following this girl, it's not. It's not. Like, if you watched all 13 episodes and that's the conclusion you really get to, it's like you haven't really, you weren't really watching the anime. It's like, yeah, it starts off with him starting his journey, you know, kind of like, yeah, I wanna, you know, I wanna go find this girl, you know. I mean, but then it's understandable because this guy, he didn't know how to speak. He was locked into this cave. Like she literally like saved him. Like, no, I mean mentally, because like it was another person that he got to see and talk to, and she taught him stuff, and she taught him, like, you know what I mean, how to be a good human being. Like she basically taught him all this shit, and then just one day said later. So and like, yeah, it was just crazy. It was really crazy anime. And honestly, with watching the first 2 episodes, you don't really get to see where it's going to, because like if you watch at the like the first 2 episodes, you'll think it's like kind of not, you know what I mean, you'll be unsure of where it's going. But honestly, I feel like if you give it like a good like 4 or 5 episodes, and honestly, if you're still hating it by like the 4th episode, I don't know, maybe just turn it off, or maybe just go to the 5th episode, because I feel like if a lot of people give this anime a chance, they'll actually like it. I'm not saying this is a 12 out of 10. I'm not saying 100% of the people are gonna like this anime. I'm saying I feel like a lot of people are gonna like this anime. So I feel like if you're, I don't know. Honestly, I just thought about it too. The art style. I forgot to mention the art style. The art style is very unique. It's definitely not like a lot of the ones that you see. So it's a very unique art style. And honestly, and that's also what drew me to it. See, that art style is definitely going to be a love or hate thing, honestly, like now that I'm thinking back to it. But me personally, I love the art style. I loved the concept of this anime. I loved watching it all the way through. And my biggest complaint about this anime is there's no season 2. Like, I am so into this anime. Like, I'm so into this story. I'm so into, like, oh my god, like this whole concept. Like, the whole, like, I can't say too much about it, but the whole administrator concept, like, oh my god, like at first when you first meet this guy with the golden robe, you're not really too sure of, like, I mean, no one's not, you know, especially if you haven't seen it, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about, but when you start watching it, you'll know. So when you meet this character with his golden robe, you're not really too sure where this is going, like, because he's the one that's kind of, he's administrator, right? He's doing the games and shit, he's doing the tests, so you're not really sure like what's really going on. And honestly, this is why I love the story, because there's a story with him, there's a story with their instructor below the golden robe guy, there's a story with the guy with the blue hair, like, you'll know who I'm talking about when you watch it. Like, there's so many different stories going on, and it's honestly, that's one of the reasons why I liked it, because it was so genius how it starts with this story but then bubbles this story, but it does it in such a way, it's good. It's like, basically it's like this puzzle piece, right, that has nothing on it, and you're just slowly just seeing it, and it's not all in the same area, so, but you're slowly kind of seeing this puzzle come together, and then that's kind of what happens towards the end of this anime. Like, oh man, and that's what makes me super stoked for season 2, because like they put such an image together. You just want to watch a season 2 just to kind of, just to see it unfold, Is it going to unfold the way you think you saw it? Did you interpret everything the way it was supposed to be interpreted? Like it was so ingenious. Like I really want to see season 2 because yeah, I want to see what happens. I want to see if I'm remotely close. I want to see the fucking how the story plays out there, and it's just, oh man. Man, I'm fanboying over here. But anyways, long story short, I enjoy this anime. I suggest it. But again, it's not going to be for everybody. So because of the art style and because of the way the story is told. So they do those two things very different. So, but I personally enjoyed it. But for those who have seen this anime, is season 1 enough for you, or would you like a season 2? Hey guys, if you really enjoyed my content, please head over to my profile, and if you haven't already, click on that sub button, but then also click on that little bell. That bell will notify you anytime I post up a video, so that way you can always be kept up to date. Thank you guys for watching. I had a lot of fun making this review. Don't forget to check out my description. There's a lot of useful shit in there, like my Discord, my Facebook, how to support me, part of the Brave program, and also what the fuck is Brave program. So these are all very important questions, so all the answers down below. But guys, until next time, I'll see you in the next one.